Children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and keeping yourself safe as well by staying at home. Okay, children, so like you all know that in my previous video I taught you that how we can form sentences in simple present tense and present continuous tense. In this video I'll tell you that how we can form sentences in present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense using different sentence structures. So let's begin. Our topic is present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect tense is used to express an action that occurred or completed at some point in past. This tense expresses an idea of completion or occurrence of an action in past without giving an idea about the exact time of its occurrence, though the time of the action is not exactly known. This tense is mostly used to refer to actions completed in the recent past, not a very long time ago. Sentence of structure of sentence. See, which is the main verb that we use while forming sentence in present perfect tense is past participle form of the verb, which is also called third form of the verb. Now, what are the auxiliary verbs that are used in present perfect tense? Has or have. The use of has or have depend on the subject. If we have subjects like she, he, it, or any singular noun, then we can use has as auxiliary verb. Or if we are using subjects as they, you, I, or any plural noun, then we are supposed to use have as auxiliary verb in our sentence. Clear? Now see how positive sentences are formed in present perfect tense. First we write subject. Subject is the doer of the sentence, then auxiliary verb, then main verb, which is third form of the verb, and then object through which the action of the sentence is being done. Now subject is the doer of the sentence. It can be singular, it can be plural, it can be noun, it can be pronoun, and then we use auxiliary verb, which is has or have. So if our subject is singular, we will use has. If our subject is plural, we will use have. Clear? So, or if we are having subjects as he, she, it, or any other singular noun, then we can use has. Or if we are using subjects as I, we, you, they, then we will use have. Then past participle form or third form of the verb, and then object. Now let's see the examples of the same. First example, the guests have arrived. In this sentence, the guest is plural subject, and then with plural subject we always use have, so have has been used here. Then arrived. Arrived is third form of the verb arrive. So I would suggest here to every one of you that you just search out a long list of different verbs and see that how they are changed in their different forms, because before doing tenses our verb topic should be completely clear. We should have no doubt in that there are four forms of verbs. First is present, then past, then past participle, then present participle, and then you must know that how different verbs are changed in their different forms. All right, so now let's see our second example. I, with I just have told you with I we always use have, and then verb, it is third form of the verb eat. My meal is object here. Clear? Now third example, with you also we always use have, though I and you both pronouns are singular pronoun, like they are single person, but still these two pronouns are the exception. With them in present perfect tense we use have only. Clear? Then done is third form of the verb do. A nice job. This is our object in this sentence. Now similarly, using the same sentence structure, the following sentences or examples have been formed. Let me read them out for you all. He has received my letter. Received is third form of the verb receive. Then she has given me her book. Given is third form of the verb give. I have finished my all tasks. Finished is third form of the verb finish. She has qualified the exam. Qualified is third form of the verb qualify. He has bought a camera. Bought is third form of the verb buy. You have made a beautiful painting. Made is third form of the verb make. They have helped us. Helped is third form of the verb help. He has gone to home. Gone is third form of the verb go. Then they have made a plan for starting business. Made is third form of the verb make. Clear? Now let's see how negative sentences are formed in present perfect tense. First, we have to ponder on the sentence structure. First we write subject. Subject is the doer of the sentence, then auxiliary verb, then main verb, then object. Subject, then has or have. The use of has or have will depend on the subject. Like if we are having singular subject, we use has. If we have plural subject, we use have. And if we are having I and you as subjects, we use have only. Then in negative sentences, the use of not is compulsory. Then again, third form of the verb, which is also called past participle form of the verb, and then object. Object is something through which the action of the sentence is being done. So let's see the examples based on this sentence structure. First, you. With you we always use have, then use of not, then this is third form of the verb complete, and your work is our object. In next one, again you has been used as subject, so you. With you we always use have, then the use of not, then asked is third form of the verb ask, me is object here, for help is the rest of the part of the sentence. In next, she is singular subject, that is why has been used here, then not, then applied is third form of the verb, for a job is the rest of the sentence. In next one, he is again singular subject, that is why has been used here, then the use of not is compulsory, and then brought is the third form of the verb bring, then the table is object. Now rest of the sentences have been formed using the same sentence structure. So let me read them out for you all. You keep on check that whether the subject is written correctly, and then you have to check that the use of auxiliary verb has been used according to the subject or not. Then the use of not is a compulsion here. Then the verb whichever we are using, it should be third form of the verb. Clear? They have not enjoyed the party. Enjoyed is third form of the verb enjoy. They have not called us. Called is third form of the verb call. He has not started a business. Started is third form of the verb start. I have not written a letter. Written is third form of the verb write. She has not come. Come is third form of the verb come itself. I have not gone to America. Gone is third form of the verb go. Clear? Now see how interrogative sentences are formed in present perfect tense. First, we will see sentence structure. It should be auxiliary verb first, then subject, then main verb, then object. Auxiliary verb is has or have. Again, their use will depend on the nature of subject. Then past participle form, which is third form of the verb, and then object. Clear? Now see the examples based on this sentence structure only. Have, because with you we always use have. Then prepared is third form of the verb prepare yourself for exam. For the exam, this is the rest of the part of the sentence. Clear? Now second example, has, because the subject of ours, she, is singular. Then brought is third form of the verb bring. Then her camera, it is our object in the sentence. Clear? Next, has he finished his work? Finished is third form of the verb finish. Have they played a game? Because we have used have here because the subject they is plural. Then third form of the verb play a game is an object here. Clear? Now see the next example. Have the kids eaten their food? So have has been used here because our subject kids is plural. Then eaten is third form of the verb eat. Their food is our object here. Clear? Similarly, the rest of the sentences have been formed. Have I sent you a mail? Has he bought a new laptop? So I hope now you all will be able to form sentences correctly using the sentence structures that have been shared with you all. Clear? Now we will talk about some other examples of interrogative sentences of present perfect tense. So first, has he ever helped you? Helped is the third form of the verb help. Have they gone to their college? Gone is third form of the verb go. Has she taken admission in the school? Taken is third form of the verb take. Have the guests arrived? Arrived is third form of the verb arrive. Have you seen my new camera? Seen is third form of the verb see. Clear? Now next we will study about present perfect continuous tense. This tense expresses an action that started in past and continued to present or recently stopped. It is used to state an ongoing action that has started at a point in the past. A time reference is also used in the sentence to show that when the action started in past or for how long the action continued. The specific words since and for are used in sentence to show the time of action. The word since is used if the exact starting time is given. Example, since Monday or since 3 p.m. Clear? Now the word for is used to express the amount of time. For example, for 3 hours or for 6 months. Clear? So before doing present perfect continuous tense, it is a compulsion that we know the use of since and for. For we used, again for we use for the timing which is an accumulated time, or in other words we can say which is a time period. That time period can be of 5 seconds, 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years, or 5 centuries. Clear? Now, since we use when exact timing is given, that exact timing can be a name of exact day, it can be the exact date, for example 27 January 2021, or it can be any year's name like 2011 or 2012. Clear? Now let's see what would be the structure of the sentence. First, what would be the main verb in the sentence? So main verb would be present participle form, which is fourth form of the verb, which is made with first form of the verb plus ing. Clear? For example, go plus ing, going, eat plus ing, eating. Then which are the auxiliary verbs which will be used in present perfect continuous tense? They are have been and has been. Again, I will tell you that if we will be having she, he, it, or any singular noun as our subject in a sentence, then only we will be able to use auxiliary verb has been. Or if we will be having subjects as they, you, I, or any plural noun, then we are supposed to use have been with these subjects. Clear? Now let's come to the next topic. So here I'll discuss with you that how we will form positive sentences in present perfect continuous tense. See the sentence structure. First subject, then auxiliary verb, then main verb, then time reference. Clear? Subject can be a noun or pronoun, it can be singular, it can be plural. Then on that basis only we will use have been or has been, as have already been discussed. Clear? Now after the use of has been or have been, we will use present participle form of the verb, which is fourth form of the verb. Then time reference, if particular time would be given, we will use since. If a time period would be given, we will use for. So let's see examples based on this sentence structure. He has been, he, that is why he, our subject is singular, that is why has been is used here. Living is fourth form of the verb, live in New York since 1993. So because exact year is given here, that is why since has been used here. Clear? Now next sentence, she has been working in an organization since 2005. For our subject is she here, which is a singular subject, that is why has been is used here. Working is the fourth form of the verb, and then in an organization, and since has been used here because exact time or exact year is given here, which is 2005. Clear? Now see the third example. He has been studying this book for 3 months. Now here we have to focus that here for is used, not since. Why so? Because the time period which is given here is 3 months. It is not the exact time, it is a time period. Alright, now see next one. She has been listening to music for 2 hours. She is a singular subject, that is why has been is used here. Listening is fourth form of the verb listen. To music, and for is used here for timing, and for is used here for the for 2 hours, because this is the timing which is not the exact time, it is a time period. Clear? Now other sentences or other examples also have been formed using this same sentence structure. So let me read them out quickly for you all. I have been watching the movie since 3 o'clock. They have been waiting for me for 5 hours. Next, he has been teaching in this school for 3 years. Next, they have been using their car for 5 years. He has been playing cricket for 3 hours. She has been writing for a newspaper since 25th January 2001. He has been sleeping for 5 hours. Now wherever time period is given, like 5 hours, 3 hours, 5 years, 3 years, 5 hours, there for is used. For, here also. In second last sentence only the exact date is given here, that is why for timing we used since here. Clear? Now let's focus on that how we will form negative sentences in present perfect continuous tense. Again we will have to focus on the sentence structure. First subject, then auxiliary verb, then main verb, then with time reference, like again the use of since and for according to the time which is given to us. Subject is the doer of the sentence, and auxiliary verb that we will use here have not been or has not been. Then present participle form of the verb, which is third form of the verb, that is made with first form of the verb plus ing. And then time reference, the use of since or for according to the time. Clear? Now let's see examples. He has not been working in factory since 2007. We have used since here because the exact year is given, which is 2007. Now next example, she has not been studying her books for 5 days. Now the other sentences also have been made or have been formed using the same sentence structure. So it is a compulsion for everyone to learn sentence structures of all kinds of sentences I have explained to you so far, and I will explain you in future. Clear? So learning sentence structure is very important, right? Let me read out all other examples for you all. You focus that if the subject is right or the use of auxiliary verb is right or wrong, then the fourth form of the verb is used or not, and that with timing it should be correctly written, with since particular timing, with for time period. All right? Okay. So examples for next. They have not been coming to office since January. Since is used for exact timing, January 2012. Next, I have not been sleeping for 3 days. For is used here because time period of 3 days is given. Next, he has not been watching television since Saturday. Saturday is a particular name of a day. Then next, she has not been feeding her kids since 9 o'clock. I have not been meeting him since 2009. They have not been completing their work since Monday. Kids have not been playing games for 5 hours. You have not been attending your lectures since 13 June. I hope the sentence structure and the examples are clear to all of you. Now, next we will talk about interrogative sentences. And before discussing the sentences, we should know that what should be the sentence structure of interrogative sentences in present perfect continuous tense. So first we use auxiliary verb, which is has or have plus subject plus been plus fourth form of the verb, which is present participle form, which is made using first form of the verb plus ing. For example, swim plus ing, swimming. Then object then time reference, which is use of since or for, that depends on the time which is given next. Clear? Now let's see the examples based on this sentence structure. First, has, and then subject he. Then why he has been used here, why has been used here, because our subject he is singular. Then been, then fourth form of the verb use is written here, using his car. Object timing, for is used here for timing, and because it is a time period of 3 years, so that is why for is used here. Clear? Now in the next sentence, has she been, she has been used here because she, our subject is singular. Then been, then fourth form of the verb study. Then for is used here because, no, for the exam, it is our object. And since is used here because exact month's name and year's name is given. Clear? Now rest of the sentences, interrogative sentences, have been formed using this sentence structure only. So let's see if they are correctly formed or not. I'm reading them out for you all. Concentrate on the sentence structure as well as on the examples also. Have I been wasting my time for 3 years? Have you been helping them for 4 years? Has your father been teaching you since 2002? So this is how we form interrogative sentences in present perfect continuous tense. Now I hope that you have heard it with full of concentration, and now you all are able to form sentences, be it positive sentence, be it negative sentence, be it interrogative sentence. You all are able to form sentences using the sentence structures that have been discussed with you in this video. So now I hope that you all will try forming your own sentences, or you will focus while forming sentences in these two tenses, if they are made correctly or not. So all the best for you all. Have a knowledgeable day ahead.